drop the bass.
Hey everybody, what's going on? My name is RedArcherLive, and in today's video I'm doing the 400 subscriber Q&A that I promised you guys. I'm sorry it's a little bit late. I'm recording this on Wednesday night, and I know I turned 400 subscribers back on Saturday, but I was away all weekend and I was going to record it on Tuesday, but I took a rounders ball to the face in school. So my lips swelled up and I couldn't really speak very well enough to do a Q&A, so I'm here doing it on Wednesday night. I'm going to try and get this up as soon as I can. I am sorry that it's taking this long, so we're already at 409, which is brilliant, so thank you guys for that. But I'm not really going to say kind of like thanks too much about subscribers, because as you know, I'm not really a big numbers person. I just like the idea that there's people watching the videos. So I'm just going to get straight into it, and we're going to go through all the questions that I've got on Xbox. I've also got 3 that were on YouTube comments, so let's just get through those, and yeah, let's go straight into it. So first question comes from Biggie39, who's asked, Q&A, what is your favourite number? So I'm guessing from the question you're asking what my lucky number is. I'm not really sure, because favourite number just kind of sounds a bit random. But I'm going to say my favourite number is, well, my lucky number is 2. Just, yeah, that is 2. So I don't know whether that kind of applies here or whatever the question may be, but yeah, I'm just going to say my lucky number is 2, just because kind of like everything that happens around me seems to relate to number 2. I'm not sure why. But there you go. So the next one comes from Mafia Chi saying, Q&A, do you know what a sauna is? Well, yeah, isn't it? It's like one of those steam room places, isn't it? Like the one they used in Gangnam Style, I think. Oh, it's a bit of a random question. I'm not sure why he asked me that, but yeah. Well, that's the answer to that one. Next question comes from Bevex, who's asked, ever think of PC gaming instead of console gaming, also exclusives like Gary's Mod or Counter-Strike, etc.? I have thought about PC gaming once or twice. I've deliberated over it. I've been kind of like thinking, well, if I were to do PC gaming, how much would it cost? You know, because I spent a lot of money getting the capture card and the laptop, because I wouldn't have had a laptop otherwise, apart from doing YouTube. I mean, I'm using it for other stuff, granted, but I didn't really need one before then. It's just kind of like I'm using it anyway. So I don't really want to have to start spending loads more money for PC gaming when I've already spent so much for 360, because I'm not rolling in money. I'm not making money off of YouTube, but it's not kind of what I'm doing at the minute. It would be good maybe further down the line if it's kind of like a side thing, because I want to keep this going for as long as possible. If I can make money off it then that would be quite good. But for the minute, no, I don't think I can see PC gaming, because if I did that, I'd probably want to get a good mic. I'd have to buy the games that are good, and it just kind of, it's separate. And I'm planning on getting the Xbox One, so I can't really do everything. So I'm gonna have to say no to that. I'm sorry about that. I hope I'm not upset anyone by saying that, but yeah, it's sticking to Xbox games for the time being. So next one comes from QnA Gaming, who has said, what is your main milestone by 2016? Well, I've actually got a very similar question from the Blue Bandit, which is a YouTube comment, so I'm going to delete that question. I'm going to answer it later because it's kind of a better worded. No offense to QnA Gaming, it's better worded, the question, for me to answer on the question from the Blue Bandit, so I'm going to leave that for a bit later. So Commander Cami has asked, would you play PC games, Q&A? Well, like I've said to Bevex's question, nope, I don't think I'm going to for the time being, so I'm sorry about that. Okay, Taking11 has asked, if you had to pick one famous YouTuber in the whole world, who would it be? That's a tough one. Oh, I just got a new message. That's a tough question, it honestly is. Because I do watch quite a lot of YouTubers. I think probably if I had to pick one, I would say Vanoss, because he's kind of like, even though he doesn't upload very regularly, his videos are always really good, and there's very few videos I can think of that I've watched and not enjoyed. It's just, his content's just brilliant, and it always makes me laugh, and it's good. It's kind of like a nice little thing, because I tend to watch YouTube for about half an hour before I go to school in the morning, so it's like if Vanoss has uploaded a video, it's quite cool to sit and watch that to kind of wake me up before I go to school. So yeah, it's a nice little kind of thing to do. So yeah, I enjoy watching Vanoss's channel. Okay, so Blaze Elite 1212 has asked why you named RedArcherLive. I know that someone's asked me this before in the past Q&A, but I do realise that a lot of people have subscribed since then. They probably haven't watched the old Q&As. If you haven't, I would recommend you do. I'll leave the links to the past ones or a playlist, either one, in the description, so you can watch those, because those are they're worth watching as well, obviously, because they're questions from other people as well. But the reason I was named RedArcherLive, really, it's nothing kind of special. It's just the fact that for my Xbox Live gamer tag, when I first got Xbox Live, my gamer tag was denying sphere something. I can't remember what it was. It was like, you know, one of those dodgy gamer tags, and I knew you could change it once for free, but I thought you had to in changing it keeps the structure that Xbox had, which was a word, no space, another word, and then a number. I thought you had to stick to that. I didn't realise that you could kind of vary from that. So I just picked a random colour. I didn't even think of a colour. I just thought two random words and just went, like the colour red. I like archery. It's just kind of like the precision kind of thing because I like medieval kind of stuff. So I went red archer, and then I just thought, well, a random number. And the reason, the place that 997 came from in the game tag, I know it's not part of the question, but that came from Star Wars Battlefront 2, which for those of you who don't know was a classic PS2 game. It's absolutely amazing. I loved that game to death. But it was basically kind of the idea that there was a unit in there that was for the Imperials, I think it was, and his unit name was TF997. And because, for those of you who don't know, well, you know my first name is Troy, but my actual full first name is Troy Francis. It's like hyphenated. So whenever I saw that, I thought, oh, Troy Francis, and the number 997 just kind of got stuck in my head. So I called myself Red Archer 997, and when I did YouTube then, I just kind of wanted to make it sound more professional, so I changed it to Red Archer Live, and that's basically it. It's not really special, but there you go. Okay, so Kane Mister, I think that's how you pronounce it, has said, why did you pick Advanced Warfare? Not really too sure what you're asking from that. If you're asking why I bought Advanced Warfare, probably because it, from the trailer, it looked like it was going to be the best COD ever, because but personally, as you guys know, I suck at COD apart from Advanced Warfare. I can't play to save my life. The Exos kind of created a chance for me to actually be good at Call of Duty. So I picked doing Advanced Warfare videos, if you're asking in that aspect, because it's the only Call of Duty game that you can watch me playing where I actually do well and it's worth watching. So that's really the only reason, honestly. Okay, Mr. Matty P182 has asked QnA, will you do any LPs? So for those of you who don't know what he's saying Let's Plays, but you know, I'm pretty sure most people will know that. If I know it, then most people should. The simple answer to that is no, and the reason for that is because I'm kind of like a lot of YouTubers in the respect that if you start a Let's Play, chances are I'm not going to finish it, because I'm just kind of like, I'm going to do it and I'm not going to get around to doing it anymore because I won't want to. I want to do different things like I've done with Alien Isolation. I will carry that on, I do think. I really would like to. I don't seem to find the time to sit and record it, and when I've got the mashups and things like that, I mean my GCSEs, because they start in 2 weeks or just less than that. So it's just, I struggle to find the time, I really, really do. So, no, Let's Plays definitely aren't going to happen, I wouldn't have said. Right, so let's move on. Tom VDub has asked, QnA, when will you do a face reveal, house tour, or a vlog, and will you? The simple answer to that, house tour or vlog, probably both of those I'm going to say no to. I don't really feel kind of comfortable doing that. Face reveal, I did say, I think that I was possibly going to do one for 1,000 subscribers. I'm still not sure about that. But if you guys really want to see that, then let me know, and I might just do it for 1,000 subscribers. I might do it sooner, I might do it later, I'll see. Okay, Ben Hughes 10 has asked, when are you doing more subscriber matches on Advanced Warfare? I'm guessing that's what he's asking me, I'm not sure. I don't know, I just kind of like do them whenever there's a lot of people online, and whenever I've not got anything else to record. I just kind of think, well, okay then, is there any people who want to play? And there's like, I get messages from people like, you know, can I be in a video? And I'm just like, well, I'm doing a subscriber match, do you want to be in that? And they could be like, yeah, or no, I'm busy. So I just do them as and when they happen. They're not stopping anytime soon. I'm going to keep them going because it's a good chance for people to get involved, and I think that's a key element in a YouTube channel. People need to be involved. But yeah, so just whenever I get a chance, really, is the simple answer to that. Yeah, so let's move on. Giant Gamer 04 said, what part of the country do you live? Well, yeah, I live it. I was actually thinking about that as if it was a hard question. Wow. As you can see, it's a little bit late, so I'm not thinking straight. I live in the northwest, kind of where, you know, Liverpool, Manchester, that kind of area. So I live around there. I'm not going to give you my address. I mean, come on, you weren't expecting that, were you? I would have hoped that you weren't expecting that, because you weren't going to get it. Dubstep Creeper has asked, favourite candy or sweet, and when are you going to record Payday 2? Favourite candy or sweet? Is the way you worded that makes it sound like you go to the little candy shop like the 60s or something. No, I think my favourite sweets are probably Smarties. I love those. I kind of like, I had them when I was a little kid and I kind of stopped eating them for ages, and then about a year ago I was like, what about Smarties? I was like, oh yeah, So I just started eating them again. I love them, which is a pretty random story. But there you go. And when am I recording Payday 2? Well, if for those of you seen like the most recent, get it right in a minute, the most recent subscriber trailer that I published on the channel, it did have Payday 2 gameplay, and I said in the description I was going to do that game. And the simple answer to that is the same answer to what I said about the Let's Play. Well, not the Let's Plays, the subscriber matches. And the videos of me stuttering, which happens every time. No, it's just basically whenever I kind of feel like it. What I tend to do when I'm recording is I just come across something that I want to do, or just whenever I feel like doing something, I'll record it. So I would probably say I wouldn't expect it until after my GCSE. So probably I might start just after that, which will be in mid to late June. I know it's a while off, but it'll come around really quick, because I mean my year 11's gone really quick, and that's been like what, 8 months. So yeah, it's not that long to wait. I wouldn't have said, don't worry. So yeah, I'm going to say after my GCSEs. Okay, Scavenger 410 has asked, are you going to do a face reveal? Can I be in the next sub match and 400 sub special? Well, this is the 400 sub special. As you all know, it's the Q&A, and not really anyone could be in that, because it's just kind of me answering questions. Face reveal I've already mentioned, and can you be in the next sub match? It's not really as simple as people just asking me before I plan one. It's just whenever somebody's online, and I just ask them, like I've said. So I can't plan who's going to be in it or whatever. It's just if I'm prepared to do one and people are online, I'll ask them, and it's just simple as that. Okay, PSM Wendy has asked, how did you get really good at doing videos for YouTube? Well, thanks for the compliment, I guess, because that's really nice of you to say that I'm good at editing videos. I didn't even think I was that good, really, because I haven't got the best editing software around. For those of you who don't know, I just use Windows Movie Maker, so it's not exactly like I'm using Sony Vegas Pro. So the fact that people are saying that, it must be a good sign, because I didn't even have to buy any editing software, because I've spent so much money on the Elgato kit and laptop. But yeah, I don't know, I just try and edit it, and whatever I feel like needs kind of to be done for a video, I just edit it, and I don't think twice about it. You just, whatever you feel appropriate, just do it, and you can't really go wrong. That's just the attitude I have. Oh. Perfect also asked, can this be the first question? Well, if you'd have asked this a little bit more recently, possibly, but you might need to ask the other dozen people who sent questions afterwards. Sorry about that. Alright, last Xbox question comes from MU19 Forever, and he's asked, why have you started YouTube, and did anyone inspire you to do it? So I know, again, this is another question that have been asked before on a past Q&A. Basically, the story behind what started it off was someone in my school who was going to do YouTube. He kind of came up to me and was like, well, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. I was like, well, how are you going to do that? And he said, I've got this thing called a capture card. And I was like, what's that? He explained to me about how capture cards work, how they record the games, etc. And I was like, well, this sounds pretty cool. And it ended up turning out that he didn't get one in the end, because he was hoping he was get one for his birthday, and he changed his mind. But I ended up getting one, as you guys know, obviously, because you're watching this. But it was just kind of like he just suggested it, pointed out the thing about capture cards. I looked it up, spent ages digging around, looking out how it worked, what I needed, and just kind of thought, this will be a pretty cool hobby, because I'm kind of a creative person, I love gaming, so you can buy the two, and you just get the perfect hobby for kind of the way I am. So yeah, that's basically it. He kind of, if anyone's meant to be the inspiration, then I would say that he was that. So yeah. Right, I'm just going to go onto my laptop and look at the 3 questions that I've got here, here we go. So the question that I mentioned earlier was from the Blue Bandit, who said, how many subscribers do you think you will have at the end of the year? I think this is probably my favourite question on the Q&A, because this is the one that when I saw it, I had to think the hardest about. Because I kind of thought a little bit about a couple of the questions before I've recorded this. And this is a really hard one to answer, because if I give an answer that's too high, I'll sound cocky. And if I give one that sounds too low, people are going to be like, well, you know, you're better than that, or whatever, because you guys are really supportive, and I appreciate that. So I'm going to give 2 answers. The reason I'm going to do that is because I'm going to, for one answer, follow the trend of subscribers that we've had so far, and for another, I'm just going to kind of say what I'd like to see personally. So, personally, I would like to hit 750 subs, and I don't think that's really too high a target by the end of the year. It's only another 200, I can't even add up, 350, well 340 now. So it's not terribly hard, and it's in the exact same time that we've got 400. So I'd like to think that was possible, but when you also think about it, the more subs the channel gets, the quicker that it kind of gets popular. Well, that's what I'm hoping is going to happen anyway. So if we stick to the kind of trend we've done, and we've got 400 subscribers in 7 months, then if we keep going to that trend, I don't see any reason why we couldn't hit 1,000. I'm not, like I said, I'm not making that my target. I'm going to make 750, but I'm also kind of opening the idea to hitting 1,000. I think that's possible. So that's always a possibility. The last two questions I was a bit kind of hesitant about. I'm not sure whether I really want to do them. Q&A, I'm just going to say both of them. Tactical Bacon HD and German Monkey have asked, well, Tactical Bacon's asked, can I do a Terminator impression? And German Monkey's asked, can I do a Jacksepticeye impression? Honestly, if you can't already tell from my voice, it's kind of a bit deep. I'm not sure whether I'm coming down with a cold. So if I was to do that, I would probably come out really bad. It's also a little lame, a little tired. So I'm going to say no to both of those impressions. Sorry, I know you asked me to do them, but I just kind of like, I'm not really sure. But I might kind of like, if you want me to do like a stupid video like that, just kind of like a random taking a break from like gaming videos, I could do that if you wanted me to. Just like if you want me to do any other impressions, then let me know. Even though I'm gonna regret saying that. Just go ahead and ask them, and I'll see what I can do. So yeah, that rounds off all of the questions on the Q&A. I'm really happy that people are still asking questions, that people are still watching the channel, and it's good to see kind of the mix between people who've been watching it from the start as well as new people sending messages and asking questions. I really honestly appreciate that. It's really good to know that there's so many people interested in the channel. But yeah, so I'm going to wrap this video up here because I don't want it to be so long that I can't upload it quick enough. Hope you enjoyed the zombies gameplay that I've put on over the top of this. I think it'll be zombies entirely. If it's slightly longer than the zombies game I recorded, you might see some multiplayer as well. I'm not sure. I haven't edited it out yet, obviously. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, drop a like. Let's see if we can get the most likes on this video than we have on any other. Let's try and smash 20 if we can. It'd be really good to show you support for the Q&A and for hitting 400 subscribers. And here's to another, what, another 400, another 100? I don't know. I'll probably do another Q&A for 500 subscribers because that's kind of, you know, the 500 milestone, and that would be really good. I've kind of decided against doing a reading your comments video because I don't really want to be branded as a copycat, because I know I got the idea of Jacksepticeye and I don't want to be kind of copying someone else's style. I want to have something that's unique, and I kind of feel if I do a reading your comments video, it's just going to be way too close to impersonating a YouTuber, so I've decided against that. I kind of like this kind of Q&A style I'm doing now, so I'm going to keep to that. But yeah, so leave a like if you enjoyed, leave comments, and if you have any more questions for the next Q&A, you're more than welcome to start posting them now. We'll let you guys know when we get close enough to it to start opening up the questions. But if you got any, you don't want to kind of forget them, send them now. I'm more than happy to write them down, and I'll add them for the next Q&A for 500 subscribers. But for now, thank you guys for watching.
Well, that's all we've got time for this week. Until next time, go away.